Alright, I thought we could all use a good laugh today, and I'll be honest, usually when I see a tier list from Nick Wright, I agree with not much of it. I'll say it like that, okay? We call him Nick wrong for a reason, okay? That's the whole age-old joke on the channel. But starting off right away, let's just get into this. This is post-draft power rankings, and he has his tier list. So the first tier list he has here, and by the way, I'm not playing his audio. I'm just going to go through them myself and kind of take a look at them. So actually, let me move my webcam here over here. So the first tier list is Scouting, Carson, Quinn, Schrader. Panthers, Raiders, and Giants. Okay. This is where we're going. We're starting with the bottom of the barrel there. I'll give him props on that one. Again, I have no problem with the bottom of the barrel there. I think that's actually pretty accurate. Alright, second tier. Praying we pick the right quarterback. Okay. Michael Penix with the Falcons. I might put the Falcons in that tier as well, because I don't think they know who they picked at quarterback or who they didn't pick at quarterback. But all three of those teams picked their quarterback within the top 15. Outside the Falcons, okay, Nick Wright, I'll give you that. Okay, so far it's not bad. When does this get bad? Okay, local coverage. Listen, I am the first person to clown on the clownies, but come on now. You cannot put Browns in local coverage only. No. Titans and clowns do not deserve to be in local coverage only. A little bit of it is because the Titans now have my boy Brian. They have Tyler Boyd, and they have Cheeto. So I'm going to put them a little bit higher up for that said reason. But come on now. The Browns have earned their way to at least be at the table, okay? Maybe they're not going to be an AFC North champion anytime soon and haven't yet, but they at least have earned their spot at the table. They're not a local coverage only team. There's actually a lot of people rooting for the Browns last year, so Browns a little bit higher up. I think Titans will also be a lot better than this. Like outside of the fact that they have our guys now, I think overall wise Titans will be a better team. Striving for above average. Okay, so I can kind of see where the Falcons are playing now. I mean, yeah. I feel like the Bucks should be able to win the NFC South. 100%. I think the Falcons, Saints will give them problems. Panthers probably nothing. But Falcons, Saints will give them problems. But I think the Bucks will be able to win the NFC South. And I think the Bucks, striving for above average, I think the Bucks are a little bit higher tier than the Saints and the Falcons. Maybe just recency bias, but I think the Bucks are a little bit higher. Maybe, but probably not. Yeah, that's the perfect. I feel like the Chargers should be you should change the Chargers and the Bucks, and I'm okay with that. Because I think so far this list is not that bad. Outside of the hate for the Browns and the Titans, I think it's a little ridiculous. But outside of that, I think, yeah, it's pretty much what we could expect. Anthony Richardson, we got to see what works out with him, if he's able to be the guy or not. I think Jim Harbaugh, don't love Jim Harbaugh, but I know he is successful. Usually he's more successful in his second year with the team, so that, again, I would probably say a striving for above average for that team. Vikings, yeah. Steelers, yeah. Okay, so far he's actually very logical with his picks. Where is he going to put us? And by the way, in case you're wondering, I don't know what the tier list. I can't see the tier list. Like, I'm looking at what you're looking at right now, guys. Just a little side note here. So when I'm like, I wonder what the next one is, I really don't know. Make or break season. Okay. The Jets, that is the 1,000% the Jets. But I don't know, though. I say that. Oh, no, it is the Jets because if Aaron Rodgers let's say he gets hurt, right? Knock on wood. I don't want him to get hurt, but let's say he did get hurt, right? I mean, that would be awful for them. For how much they gave up. They gave up a second-round pick in the end, right? Because it wasn't the first, because he didn't play 60% of the snaps. But the fact that they gave up and they, like, did all that to get him, and he doesn't help them at all, and they have another losing season, and they could have took a quarterback this year, especially because they could have took, Bo Nix. So, man, I feel bad for the Jets. Jaguars, they're such in a mid-tier of a team. Like, they're not good. They're not really good, but they're not, like, bad. They're so in a weird spot. I feel like the AFC South is just getting better, everyone around them, and they really capitalized off being the best team in the South for a little bit of time, and now the Titans are getting better, the Texans are amazing, this is going to be interesting to see what happens with them. The Bills are in a... See, but the thing about the Bills, right? The Bills lost so much assets this offseason. I don't think they're in a make-it-break-it season. I think that they're in a kind of rebuild. Maybe not rebuild completely, but like a relaunch type of scenario where I think they need a couple pieces and they're going to try to build and see what they can do. I don't think the Bills are in a make-it-break-it season at all. Bills could make the playoffs and not meet in the Super Bowl, and I think that'd be perfectly okay for the Bills. Are they better than last year? Dolphins, I think they are. Eagles, I don't know. Eagles are such a weird team. The Cowboys, no. Even though they went all in this offseason, I don't think the Cowboys are better than last season. Progression is not linear. I don't know. I think all three of these teams will be really great this year. I think the Lions will be really great. I think the Texans are going to be one of the best teams. I don't know how good the Packers are going to be. They're going to be an interesting team because last year they really didn't. No one expected them to be great, and so I don't really think this. I don't know what to expect this year because they have a lot of high expectations this year. Last year they had nothing, and they barely made the playoffs at 9-8 team. So I'll be interested to see what they're doing. Lions might be overhyped a little bit. They might have a little bit of a setback this season, not as crazy of a season, but I think they'll still have a good season. All right, you know what scares the crap out of me? Okay, so let me think. Who is not on this list so far? Okay, the only thing I can think about is the Bears. Why is the Bears not on this list so far? And we are not doing this. It is May 9th. We are not doing this. Caleb Williams is going to be a Hall of Famer crap already, are we? I'm not ready for this Hall of Famer crap with, what's his name, with Caleb Williams already. Like, I need at least another week or two before we get a Hall of Fame speech for Caleb Williams. You gotta be kidding me. Party crashers. So what does party crashers mean? Party crashers mean these are teams that could sneakily go to the Super Bowl and ruin the current whoever is in the Super Bowl's chance of winning. So, like, for example, say the Chiefs go to the Super Bowl again. They're not going to. Let's say they did. The Rams or Bears could be a sneaky team that could get in there and beat them and win a Super Bowl. Okay, hold up. Caleb Williams beating Patrick Mahomes in his rookie year to win a Super Bowl for the first time for the Bears in freaking 60 years. Oh, that would be insufferable. I would never be able to watch an NFL show ever again if that happened. Can you imagine Caleb Williams takes the Bears to the Super Bowl, wins it over Patrick Mahomes, the guy that all the pundits are saying is going to be the future Patrick Mahomes, and Caleb Williams. And also, I don't want the Rams to win it. Alright, so there's got to be 2 tiers left because we're actually getting very close to the top. Group therapy. I hate him so much. So the group therapy tier, based on what I understand, is a tier based on the fact of, what did you guys go through? How did you guys lose the Super Bowl? How did you guys not make it and win the Super Bowl? How are you guys not the best team in the league? It's like you all coming together to it's pretty much locales, okay? He's calling us all locales. All three of our teams. And then bad for business. Which, they are bad for business. Because they're going to lose this year. And they're not going to make the Super Bowl. And that's bad for Roger Goodell and the business of the NFL. Because they're not going to be able to get it done. Yeah, this was interesting tier list. Interesting tier list, to say the least. I'll see you guys in the next one.